Sweet. I always have to update my video every time because my DU recorder free software likes to do an ad every time in my introduction. It's like, thanks. Okay. Alright. The old Sentinel. So you don't really need a whole lot of silver for this event by the looks of it. It's going to be really easy, especially if you just upgrade 5-star shields and then sell them afterwards. That's what a clanny of mine recommended people do if they don't have enough 5-star gear to upgrade, that is. But yeah, looks pretty easy. It's a lot of points. Great thing about shields is how much they sell for. These sell for a little bit less, the boots do. So choppy, can't even see which ones are going. Okay, I'm just gonna sell them up to the 5-star shields, and then I'm just gonna level up the 5-star shields. And then sell them. Yeah, I think that they could have maybe done this a little bit better to make it so it wasn't so easy to do, but whatever. I'm just gonna put them all up to 8 and then sell them all. And then I'll upgrade some of my gear that I was gonna upgrade anyway. And that should be good. According to my wee little math I did in my head. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, look, there's more stuff to sell. Actually, before I do that, let's upgrade it. Why not? It's 5-star. Pretty sure it's not worth trying to go past 8 for just a tiny bit of extra points. It's so much extra silver. Sweet spot's pretty much 1 to 8. At least that's what my brain is telling me. I could actually do some more math and figure it out. But meh, who wants to do that? Not me, that's for sure. And sleep gear is just bad, eh? It's just bad. I also never use avenging because it only counterattacks on a crit, and it's just a slightly better percentage than retaliation. It's a pretty weird set. Should definitely have a higher percentage to hit back on a crit, but I guess that would mean that you always hit back in PvP because crit rating is typically much higher in PvP. Okay. Just upgrade it all. Upgrade all the 5-star gear. Why not? Sell it back for more money. Except for it's not more if you upgrade it, but I know I'm not spending as much silver upgrading these pieces as I will from selling them afterwards, so can't go wrong with this. Alright, it's definitely not enough money to sell it when it fails 4 times on the 8th one, but that's okay. Oops. Once I get all these 5-star pieces fully upgraded to 8, then I'm gonna sell them all and see if that did it. But if it didn't, then I'll just maybe upgrade a few extra pieces that I need to upgrade anyway. It's kind of boring. Hey, at least I got double speed. Maybe I'll keep that one. Alright. Maybe I'm getting close to the end of the event already. I have no idea. How long it's supposed to take. And then I'll finish up with some arena after. And my clan boss keys. Actually, I'm going to do that right now because my boss is going to die before I know it. Oh wait, before I do that, let's see. How many points did I get from just that? Look at that. That's already almost half of it done in like half an hour. It's pretty quick. Not half an hour, what am I talking about? It's been 13 minutes. It's pretty damn fast. Alright. Anyway, let's do the clan boss. Okay. Nightmare is green, which means good things for me. After this, I think I'm gonna switch Apothecary into Relentless. Or not Relentless, Retaliation. Yeah, this will be about 10 minutes or so. Sorry for the boring fight. The old fat bastard himself. Wow, Rosin's like it's crazy how big of a difference affinity makes. If you're going against your wrong affinity, you're so gimped. It's crazy. Alright. Sometimes you just get really bad luck on this boss and your damage suffers like crazy. Because if you don't get defense down or weakened down, it's like hundreds of thousands of damage lost. That's why you gotta have high accuracy, but Rosin has like 160 accuracy. He still misses, but I guess that's against the wrong affinity. I don't know how much of a difference affinity makes for resistance. They don't tell us. I guess I could ask them. I had to ask about the crit way back in the day. I'm like, yo, going against the wrong affinity, it's like definitely the wrong crit chance, guys. And they're like, yeah, duh, it's 15% difference. I was like, what? Why didn't you say that to everybody? Kind of funny. Oh well, looks like it's better now. I'm not sure which one is better, but I'm pretty sure I prefer having the sound off in this game for my streams. I don't know if anybody thinks that's better or worse. It'd be kind of nice to know what other people think. I just think that the sound of the game gets in the way. When I was watching back my stream from last night, it just seemed a little bit difficult to focus with it all. I wonder what the damage is going to be on the old Nightmare boss today. My guess is 9.9 million because, why not? Yeah, indeed it is. The clan usually does hard mode or sorry, brutal and nightmare really really quickly, so I always have to do my first two keys and hope for the best, but I'm nowhere near the ultimate chest with only two keys. But oh well. This can be a good and bad thing to have a good clan. Sometimes you don't get the rewards unless you're the very top of the clan, which yeah, which I'm not anymore. That's funny. What are you in Gallifrey or something? That doesn't sound good even. We know each other. What's your name in game? Blondie, of course. You're great. That's alright, kid Neft. It's no big deal. Just probably need some speed gear, some extra attack stats. No big deal. You'll get there. What do you use for farming, kid? I realize that sounds kind of funny. What do you do for farming, kid? Oh yeah, Relic Keeper Leech. That's pretty cool. That'd be good. Good combo. All you need is his main stats. He's a Bellower. I don't know. Bellower. That's the guy I recently got. I'm pretty sure. Is that a Void? I actually don't know. Oh, so it's like Ray then. I gotta get my Bellower up. Ray can do. That's faster than Ray, or at least faster than the record I've seen. So I think the last one that I've seen was 8 or 9 seconds. Yeah, yeah, much easier to scale for sure. That's sweet. Sweet that Bellower's good like that. I like that rare voids are strong, kind of like epics even. it makes it a little bit more balanced for those who don't pay to win. But yeah, in Gallifrey, do you guys share your whales across the feeder clans, or what? Like, wouldn't that be annoying to not get the chest that you want? I'm just kind of curious what they do to handle that problem because we're running into that issue. We were talking about moving the whales and distributing them evenly across the clans, but it'll probably take a while before that actually happens perfectly. Yeah, it's nice though to go through campaigns super fast. I don't like spending time on campaign. It's just a thing I just click on my auto clicker and I go somewhere else. But I mean, that way you can just quickly switch out your uncommons as soon as they're 20. It only takes like 2 minutes to level them to 20. Easy peasy. This is a long fight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kind of similar to us. That's cool. You guys are just a little bit beefier. My picture is lagging. Yeah, it's probably because my phone is a piece of crap. It's hard to do so many things at once with it, but let me see if this helps. Yeah, there's like a solid 5 seconds of latency. No, like 2 seconds. Hopefully it's bearable. So what do you do with your hits now, um, Blondie? I don't know what to call you now. T1K, Blondie. What's your damage on Nightmare? I think you told me already, but I forget. All right, I respect that. Yeah. Oh, Habits is doing lots too, eh? I didn't know he was still playing the game. I haven't seen him. Haven't seen him. 3 million power. Jeez, he must spend a lot of money, eh? I'm guessing. Relic Keeper, Shaman, Gorgrub, and Ethel. Um, well, I mean that's actually not a bad team. I mean, Shaman is somebody I would get rid of ASAP. In favor of another, a different kind of support, maybe, or another. What are some of your other champions that you have? Shaman's just not very good. Yeah, he started playing around the same time as me, actually. Oh, Fellseeker's the last survivor. What's he gonna do? Ah, wow. Wow. 10.23. Yeah, that's because it's against Rosin's. Oh, well, that's not that bad. It's been worse. Oh, cool. Now I have another key. Yeah, Crater's doing crazy damage with that Bros, man. How am I preparing for faction wars? By having all of the high elves. I don't know. I do have all the high elves basically though. Not all of them, but I got lots. Lots. You don't need 6-star for normal. 5 stars more than enough for even finishing brutal. Believe it or not. But Valerie is better than Shaman for sure. Who's Elder again? I don't even know who that is, but anyway, let's see what's going on with the apothecary. Because I was going to, yeah, Hyria has some high damage potential. Okay, so what happens if I put on this piece, this piece, this piece, and oh, that's what the problem is. I would need to get this speed boots out. Let's see if it'll work out for me easily to get them to 12 or 16 even. That'd be cool. But probably not going to happen. I only have 700k silver. Yeah, I've seen teams with Hyria without Skull Crusher pull numbers like 10 million right when clans first came out. There's a guy on our team who didn't even have GS who was doing 10 million with Hyria. What was his name? Arc Shot. He's crazy. Nice. All right. I'm not gonna bother doing that. Just not even gonna bother at this point because I still have to do the artifact challenge. Yeah, yeah, it just takes like half an hour to do. I was already halfway through before you joined. Took me 13 minutes. Yeah, yeah. But I might actually use these boots just because they're high in the crit and defense, which is nice. No, I didn't get Santa. Um, I didn't even try. I don't know why. Oh wait, no, I did try. I just didn't get the the tunes required for Jingle Hunter. You had to be lucky, and I wasn't willing to spend enough money to be lucky. Grandmaster, that was the one. Yeah, but maybe he'll be craftable next year too. The very last day. So did you have Santa then? That's pretty lucky. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if I would have stayed, maybe I would have gotten Grandmaster. You never know. I don't know. It wouldn't have made a difference to me though. Oops. What is this Santa you speak of? Santa's like one of the best champs in the game. He's such a good solo artist and solo like most of the dungeons. Yeah, all right. I will. He's pretty handsome, eh? Like I don't think Santa's that skinny. Because doesn't he just sit on his throne all year long? I mean, he's the one who gets everybody else to make toys. He doesn't make toys. Yeah, that's what's crazy is these shield buff with a huge AoE, and then you're unkillable after that. So if you have tons of speed, he's crazy. Tons of speed and tons of HP. Yeah, you can. You can summon him. But I mean, I only have three legendaries, and I've been playing since August last year or July or whatever. So I mean, unless you spend money, it's pretty hard to get legendaries just like that. Wow, it's so fast. The artifact event is really quick. Before Relic Keeper could be fused. Really? I thought Relic Keeper was the first. Huh. Weird. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of looking like a Vrask piece now. 16% crit and 5% HP. That's pretty nice. Who's the strongest hero in Arena? There's a lot of really, really strong heroes that are tied for that place, I would say. Warlord is probably the best champion all around, the legendary Warlord. Arbiter is probably also like that. Lysandra, Seeker, any champion that's giving you a huge speed buff in Arena or messing with the turn meter and giving a speed buff simultaneously, like Arbiter and Lysandra, and reducing the enemy turn meter simultaneously. Like so many things that they do to mess with whether or not the enemy can attack you. And so if you can prevent the enemy from attacking you, then that's the best. Yeah, I think Seeker gets replaced by Arbiter. I mean they could be used together though, and they could be used together well. I think it's one of the better ideas to have a team that's um, has two big supports like that. When you're farming, you want to be using just one farmer, and then you have three fodders in there that are going to be feeding your ranking up. So with Relic Keeper, you would have him solo, and then you'd have your three fodders would be the best setup. And you have attack percentage always on the chest, speed always in the boots. Well, actually, Relic Keeper can benefit from attack percentage on boots, but generally speaking, you want speed on your boots. Um, and crit damage gloves. You can use crit 2 sets, speed 2 sets, just as long as you get enough crit percentage rating, so that he can do stuff, attack and kill the target continuously. Doesn't even need lifesteal, honestly, but he can do lifesteal and 2 crit, and it'll work. Lifesteal depends upon the enemy still attacking you. I mean, not depends, but it's only useful if you're getting hurt, is what I meant to say. Yeah, yeah. Attack on Relic Keeper for sure. That's what I did for Eris. Although I did have speed boots on her for the longest time, just so that she would go first. Because as long as she's going first, then I could kill the enemies with her. One by one, they'd all go down, all in a row. Everybody used to know me as the Eris bragger in the game because I used to always talk about Eris. Just seemed like she was the most underrated hero. She got this nerf that was pretty big. Previously, she used to counterattack everybody that hit her. Now she only counterattacks once per turn. So I mean that was a pretty big nerf, yeah. But if the enemy team's not even getting a turn to hit, it's no nerf. She still hits super hard. What hero did I use to solo Brutal? I used Rel. I used Zargala. I used Tanisha. I used Kale. I used Eris. Eris soloed all of Brutal for me the very first time. And then the second time was Sinisha. The third time was Zargala. Fourth time was Tayrel. Fifth time No, that was it. Okay, I'll show the old farmers. I mean, I don't use lifesteal though, because he doesn't need it. But this is the guy I use. But Vrask also works. Vrask can solo brutal too. Eris can solo brutal. Uh, who else? Zargala can. Do I have anybody else? That's it. Can't wait to get Zargala up to 60. That'll be fun. All right, I'm gonna do this before they die. Actually, it's kind of slow today, so it's all right. I might even get a third key in today. Yeah, Zarg's pretty sweet on Spider. Remember when her mastery was bugged though? When she would get the Giant Slayer on a spider for her Devastate? So you'd like devastate a spider and then it wouldn't do the AoE afterwards because you got the Giant Slayer proc. And you're like, fuck. It was such an annoying thing. Because now she goes and goes. Yeah. She's definitely, maybe not definitely the best epic AoE champion, but I can't think of anyone that's better. She's better than 70% of the legendaries. Yeah, exactly. Ray's a little better. I'm just kind of waiting for epic books, and then I'm gonna put them all on Zargala. I was originally gonna put them on Steel Skull, but unless I get a Warlord, or unless I get Skull Crusher, it's less important to get my Steel Skull up. She loves books. Yeah, hell yeah. Those skill ups are insane. Like an extra 40% damage or something? Like, ridiculous. Devastate crits, like, it's like, I think the highest multiplier shared by a few champions. But yeah, I was so stoked to get my Zargala once I did. I just had so many other things to focus on. I mean, with Zargala not being good at clan boss, it wasn't super urgent to get her to 60 right away because I wanted to get some extra clan boss damage in, but now I'm pretty much done with my clan boss team. I don't really feel like improving it too much more because without a Skull Crusher, without a Martyr, without a Bad Alcazar, I mean, I'm just not going to be doing much more. I'm only going to be getting a few million here and there. And I need 12 million more damage before it's really worth it to increase my CB team. 18 epic books. Jeez. Yeah, she's definitely favorable for the pay to winners because of that. But Calibus, the old king of this game, he would probably beat 99% of the Gold 4 teams still, even though the last time he played was like September. But he used a Zargala that would one shot everybody before they even had a turn. It was like he didn't even need to do anything other than just use Zargala. I've got some old videos of that actually. Yeah, the cooldown on Devastate goes down to 3 seconds, right? Which is crazy. You get AoE, AoE, single shot, AoE, AoE, single shot, AoE, AoE, single shot. Crazy. But it's not even just an AoE, it's like a massive single target hit followed by an AoE. It's like tank killer and then team destroyer. A lot of people have Zargala just sitting in their vault. 2 second cooldown. You literally never even have to use your A1 then. Yeah, 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 that's crazy. Hey, Claudia. What's good? Yeah, it's, it's making me all feel great about Zargala again. I think that's what I'm gonna focus on next. Let's get Zargala to 60. Zargala and Faceless. Have Zargala, Faceless, Arbiter, and maybe Soul Drinker. And that would just be the Wombo combo of a century. Soul Drinker's AoE is so high. My other account, I don't have a very geared Soul Drinker, but he hits like, what was it, 70k on his AoE, plus bombs that go on afterwards that each hit for like 12k. Nobody uses Soul Drinker. It's another underrated one. You're at work? Nice, nice. It's almost home time. That's sweet. He can't kill Roche with one blow? Which, what? Really, eh? Faceless can't do the one shot. How much crit damage do you have on your Faceless? And is are his abilities skilled up at all, or is he just a fresh bait? 100% crit. Yeah, yeah. Damn, eh? That sucks to hear. I was kind of noticing that his A2 was hitting harder than his A3, which was kind of weird to me. Yeah, kill Roche while his shield is up. That's what he's good for, and I mean that's what I would like to get him up to the point where he could do that. I think I would probably need like 200% crit damage or more, though. You just need those on. You need crazy high crit damage, like as pretty much the only thing you focus on. I'm assuming that's going to be the way to get Faceless to crit his pants. But I mean, I don't have an allure. My allure has a similar kind of ability. It just ignores defense, and it crits like 80k or more. How much health do Roaches have? 100k these days? Yeah, Crypt Witch is cool. What's the biggest crit you've seen from Faceless so far with 140% crit damage? Honestly, that's kind of low for him, I think. Unless that's plus 140 crit damage rather than like so it would be 190. Right, right. Yeah, they do the speed. Yeah. You got to sacrifice like 10k health sometimes for the speed cap. 10 to 30k health or whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely going Zargla next. She's definitely going to be the 6 star that I make next. Yeah, for sure. Depends upon how much accuracy she has. I mean, burn does require accuracy, right? Pretty sure. I've never used burn. I haven't been lucky enough to get one of those champs yet. But I'm assuming that having like 150 accuracy would be your sweet spot. But if anybody wants to correct me, that'd be if I'm wrong. Well, yeah. Um, at least the way that most of the debuffs that I know of work, I don't know about HP burn. I'm assuming it's the same thing as poison and the other debuffs. But the chance to apply is affected by the enemy resilience, and then you combat that resilience with your accuracy. So it might not be 30% chance to apply without 150 accuracy. Yeah, it'd be nice if they told us a little bit more about the equation that they do for accuracy versus resilience, just so that we could equalize our champions a little bit better rather than having to test everything so hardcore. Yeah, yeah, Tayrell's good for a lot of reasons. Tayrell is he's got a short cooldown AoE that reduces defense, and defense down is a vital debuff to have. He also has attack down, 50% attack down on a A1, which is vital for clan boss, reducing his attack, and also in PvP. Um, with lifesteal, Tayrell can solo anything in the game other than Spider Dungeon. Uh, Maybe a few of the potion dungeons that I'm not thinking of. And solo Olive campaign. So he's pretty potent. He can hit really really high with. I mean, you can see sometimes his A1 even crits pretty high with crit damage. I've gotten 100k precision strikes. I've gotten a 269k precision strike before. So I mean, he can hit pretty hard. Yeah, exactly. Defense based champions are baller across the board, I would say. a lot of them have just a ton of potential because they're so good at surviving. And their survivability skill is the same as their damage increase skill. It's kind of a little overpowered. Yeah, you need a decrease defense debuff in every team that you have. It's very important. It's the one of the biggest damage modifiers. I've been fortunate with this account to get lots of good defense champs. Like Razin is crazy good. Just not as good as soloing, because he's got such a long CD on his AoE. War Maiden is good. War Maiden is good. War Maiden's like one of the best rares. Serious. Because when she's fully upgraded, her her abilities are kind of like Zargala's almost. She's like a budget Zargala. She can hit crazy high numbers with her opportunity strike too. Whoa, that's a bad number. Jeez. Go from 10 million to 8.25. I guess that's why people manual. I wouldn't recommend buying any packs personally. Just because they don't really help you in the game. So, all right, see you in a bit, Claudia. Or I thought you meant you were leaving. I'm not sure if that's what you meant or not. Okay, got a void, two voids. Let's see what they are. Yeah, QQ, I don't buy anything, and I never have. Other than, oh wait, no, that's not true. I bought the starter pack. Um, and I bought some gems at the same time so that I could get more hits on the clan boss. Who's this? 60% chance of placing a bomb after the... Speed in the arena. Cool, cool. Oh, I want to counterattack on my friends. Alright, she looks kind of cool. I bet you she's really speedy. Oh, shoot, right, I forgot. The old retainer. So I just have Razin, Lysandra, and Astrolith. That's it. And I got them from being free to play. I got them long before I spent that money on that starter pack. The starter pack just allowed me to get attuned to 60 quicker with the XP bonuses, so that was kind of nice. I would say the starter pack has like the best value. But yeah, Alyssa's freaking sweet. I just wish I had her with better gear. But I just don't have enough speed gear to distribute across all of my champions. I'm trying to get them all with such high speed, but can't always get what you want. She's got such high HP pool too, 21k. Makes her a little bit freaky. Alright. Now I'm gonna just finish this mission. Yeah, I can't believe how quick this artifact event is comparatively to their other events. Like some of them are virtually impossible to do if you don't buy stuff, and other ones are just an hour. I wish Astrolith was better. It's kind of a useless legendary. I really want to use her at some point for something, but as a single hitter champion with not very high single target damage that relies upon bombs, even, it's just not good. Can't wait to get Arbiter though. I wonder how long it's going to take me, probably a month or so before I get her. Because you have to wait for those dungeons and you have to wait for certain things. Rosin is also really good. Oh, someone mentioned me in the raid. Yeah, looks like it's going to take a while then. Okay, so nice. You have Skull Crusher, Kale. Those are good. Padma, I've heard is alright, but I don't know. You've got Tayrel? Yeah, if you've got Tayrel, replace with Tayrel for sure. But yeah, I mean, I would just get your Kale to 6 star, Skull Crusher can be 6 star because you know he's gonna be good in your teams no matter what. Alright. Yeah, I was just lagging a little bit. Yeah, nice. Nothing feels better than getting speed rolls. Where do you farm for artifacts right now, Blondie? Mainly just dragon? Ice Golem for crit gear? Yeah. Yeah, and Retaliation's still an Ice Golem, right? Yeah, creators like that too. He loves having virtually impossible likelihood to miss a crit. I definitely enjoy having high crit rating as well. Although I typically sacrifice it for speed. What I'd really like to get eventually is a full set of crit damage, Zerker gear. So I feel like it's still the highest damage potential. Level 15 Town Hall. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good strat. I dig it. That's crazy. Skull Crown's crazy. Can do huge damage. I want a Skull Crown. On my team with Sinisha especially. Although I don't play my alts anymore. I don't know if they'd be worth selling, but if I could sell them I would. Level 53 with no legendaries, but 60s with GS. I don't know if anybody would buy an account that doesn't have a legendary on it. I don't know why they would. But if I just played them until they got a legendary, then they'd probably be worth like a grand suddenly. A grand? No, but like $200 maybe. Must be getting close to the end of the event because I'm almost out of silver. Oh, that's fine. Spam away, man. Spam away. That's typically how it is for me. The last few streams, it's just having a conversation. It's better than having my just silent doing stuff, that's for sure. Seems like the ratio of people that interact is like 1 in 10. Okay, I'm gonna switch. Nice. Sweet. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just started doing this a couple days ago. I don't know why I wasn't streaming before. I was just making videos. But streaming's way easier. I think like everybody should stream. Like why not? Obviously nobody, I mean it's not going to be such a high percentage, but it'd be sweet if more people did it. It'd be cool. Do some collaborations and whatnot. I started out with about a million silver, something like that. But I did it less efficiently than you need to. If you just do 1 to 5, ranking up 1 to 5 uh 5-star shields or whatever 5-star items that you have, just start ranking them up 1 to 5 and move on to the next one. That's about as efficient as it gets. You can do the whole thing, I think, in like probably 500k silver. I don't know. All done. All done with that. All right. Doing grind on the tabloid. Yeah, no problem. It's my one of my clannies gave me that advice. It's pretty solid. All right, now I finally have some teams with 60s in them to face. Not that they're hard, but it's at least a little bit more interesting than just spamming down the 50s. Hey, son, bro. Welcome, man. Your name reminds me of the Dota Fails of the Week guy, Suns fan, I think his name was. Sun fan, or I don't remember. But he was great. Dota Fails of the Week was a great series. Oh, that's a big crit. It's a big one. Okay, hey, look. The Smooch. This actually might be a tough team. That's gonna be fun. Oh, maybe I shouldn't auto it. Is there a chance I'll die? No. No. Nice. I got just a car from a Void Shard yesterday, too. That's pretty sweet. Relic Keeper's pretty strong. What's the question? The Smooch. Killed the Smooch. Where's the speed lead, bro? What to do with the gems after you clear campaign, have GS on CV team and many heroes at 60. Well, I spend my gems on energy for getting artifacts. Or I'll save them now, probably for summoning events, maybe. Even. I don't know. Those are some options. But primarily energy is the most efficient use of your energy because I mean of your gems because gear is so vital and there's so much of a grind to get that 5 star those 5 star pieces. I honestly am not sure if I'm gonna do too much of it though, because I think 6 star gear, whenever that comes out, we're gonna have to do a whole new world of grinding. So that's something I'm not sure when that's gonna happen. I thought it was gonna happen with the release, but it didn't. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, oh well. Yeah, so probably soon. So I mean, I'm gonna maybe save my gems for that. But most of the time I'm impatient, so I use my gems for energy, and it does me pretty good. Oh, this is probably gonna be a tough one. I better be careful. Okay. Mm. Die, 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 die. All right. They did. And nobody has enough health to survive my combo. Not yet. It's coming though. I'm sure it's gonna happen at some point soon. Because I'm in gold 4. If I fought against one of my clannies, I'd probably die. Nice. Those are some sick pulls. Steel Skull, Sinisha, Skull Crown. Damn. Horden's not as good, but he's pretty good. And honestly, Steel Skull's not good unless you've got the right champions. Or unless she's skilled up, really. Oops. It's a Chinese team. I guess VPNs still work for them, right? Even though their region is down. But VPNs still work, don't they? Yeah, that's true. 11 blue shard packs usually yield at least one good thing. Yeah, it's lots of stuff. Definitely a lot of summoning opportunities. I don't know, I'm thinking about saving it all for like summoning events and stuff like that. That's what I'm hearing a lot of people do. What do you think about that? About saving for summoning events, Blondie? What do you think about that, yeah, Blondie? All right. We've got some big bubbles. Big baboobulas. Baboobula, baboobula. Oh, Otto's kind of retarded right now. Make sure you kill everything that Gorg can res first. Okay, good. Yes, you pull him right away and hope to get a hero to improve. Yeah, it's like you don't want to waste time. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. It's not, I don't think it's wrong to do either. It's just immoral and corrupt if you do it the wrong way, that's all. You're evil if you do it wrong. Do I get a. No, I already grabbed it. Yeah, you level food all the time. I'm kind of done with that. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna do Zargala, I guess, next. I'm never gonna be done with that. What am I talking about? What am I talking to be? Yeah, definitely Zargala next. Then Faceless or even Crimson or Cold Heart, depending upon what's fun. Probably not Cold Heart or any of those. Probably just Zargala. It's gonna be Zargala for sure for next, but I don't know what's gonna be after that. Yeah. Is this tournament still going for people? Oh, I haven't read anything on the what's it called? Faction Wars. Yeah. Oh, I'm all out of arena tokens, eh? Sad. I typically just do 2 star, but I have done 1 star before. It's just you got to be really actively clicking and maneuvering, and it's kind of annoying. So I up those guys with potions and use them as 2 star food. That's my strat. So I just put in 2 stars and 3 stars and 4 stars or whatever as food, and then potion up the 1 stars. I guess there's no real reason for me to continue leveling up Apothecary. I'll level him up in a dungeon. Thanks, man, for subscribing. Anointed, War Maiden, Vrask, Mystic Hand. Yeah, those are all good ones. I wanted to level up an Anointed before. I've seen him do some crazy stuff. Nobody was listening to me when I was talking about Anointed. back around January, they're all like, "What the hell, man? That's a garbage rare." I'm like, "Nah, 3 star. I mean, 3 hit A1 plus turn boost, crit chance. It's pretty dope. Plus frost, or on the A1, pretty high proc chance too." And War Maiden can hit like 50k on her A2 without too much difficulty, and also down the enemy's defense. Like, what? Who? What? Yeah, I like my Vrask. I just don't have good Vrask gear. My Vrask gear is kind of crap. I need to have good, either really good retaliation gear or really good life and speed gear. Or crit. Life, speed, or crit. Either. Any of those work. But he just needs a 100% crit, is really what he needs. And 200 speed. 100% crit, 200 speed, and however much HP you can get. Or even 115% crit if you want to be crazy. Alright, Apothecary. You're out of there. You're out of there. I do. Just not on this account. Pretty sure. Unless you saw him. Did you see him? Yeah. But I rolled him on my stream the other day. On I think my second account. But I don't think I'm going to be playing those alts anymore. I mean, that's up to you, man. I can't really recommend either way on the ancient shards because either could be a strategy. I mean, if you rolled them now and you had a really strong legendary or a really strong epic that you got, it'd be great to get started on that right away, right? But if you saved them for the summon event and got extra rewards then it'd be better to save them for that. So I mean, it's really six in one, half a dozen in the other, dependent upon your luck. I know myself, and I would roll them personally. Because I'm looking at my own shard bank and there's 0. So what does that tell you? Yeah, I've noticed that too, man. That's a really good point. I wonder if it has something to do with uh, diminished returns on rare rolls, because if it'd be cool if they implemented something like that. You know, the more rares you get in the row, the less likely it is for you to get one. But maybe it resets every day or something like that. Like that diminishing return resets after each session, maybe? Who knows? Statistics, programming statistics is kind of weird, actually. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. My brother told me it's not really exactly what you think it is. My brother. Yeah, definitely do that. I agree. I feel like that will give you better luck. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because you're hitting 10 at the same time, and I don't know if it's just like a trick in the brain that makes it feel that way, or if it's actually legit. It's hard to know. Although I did notice it doesn't have diminishing returns when it comes to crit, or at least it didn't when I left. I don't know if it does now. I haven't been paying attention to closely because you could miss like 4 crits in a row all the time with like plus 50% crit rating. You're like, what? How's that even possible? I wonder if that's even the case anymore because I haven't really been too upset about my crit rating and having it misbehave in any way since I've started playing again. So I wonder if they did some hot fixes. I used to send them a lot of emails telling them about what I was finding out about their game, and they wouldn't really address my concerns directly, but they would kind of acknowledge that there was an issue, but they didn't really give me any hope. But it looks like there's some changes that were made, which is sweet. Yeah. You know what's funny? So I've got a sword right here. Just happens to be right beside me. You know, just in case anybody tries to interrupt my stream. No, no. Just my ex grabbed it, stole it from one of my friends, and then left it at my house. So that's where the sword came from. But he hasn't asked for it back yet. We used to sword fight a little bit with them, wearing um, like a face mask, kind of like a hockey mask, and some gloves. But that's like the extent. I just like doing a lot of physically active things, but I'm kind of broken physically now. I don't know if it's because of motocross, like dirt biking, or like any extreme sports that I've done. You can definitely go wrong with swords, yeah. Things can go wrong. Luckily, they're not that sharp. You just like bang up your fingers real bad if they hit your fingers. That's the worst. I'm gonna be starting at the Waterloo Boxing Academy pretty soon, as soon as they have room for me. I'm pretty excited about that. Been training in my room to like YouTube videos, learning how to punch, learning how to do different things. It's been so much fun. It's also like pretty good for toning your muscles too, with all those like rotations that you're doing all the time. Sweet. Also, there's just something beautiful about two men fighting. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's what we've done for millions or billions of years or however long we've been alive. We've been doing it. It's kind of interesting nowadays with the invention of boxing gloves, though, because there's because they're like weapons. You can continuously punch without getting your hands broken. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was you had so many good champions like right off the bat as soon as you started. You got like Tayrel, you got like Doom Screech. I mean that combo was so good. I don't really remember the other ones that you had, but I know that one. I kind of wish that I did the Doom Screech Tayrel combo instead of Fellseeker, honestly. Yeah, Mashalad. Did you ever feed him? Did you feed him? I don't know why, but for some reason I remember you doing that. Okay, sweet. You just didn't like him. That's what it was, right? He wasn't hitting the crits that I promised he would. I think he does now though. Wasn't he buffed? Got replaced by Marksman. Yeah, Marksman's sweet. Marksman's my fave. He hit a near 100k A2 yesterday, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so he's probably hitting hard now. Mashalad. Mashalad. My shallad. Yes, my shallad. It's very buffed. I've got buff chicken in my shallad. On Vamp, on CB. Yeah, he'd probably be very survivability like. If you had some defense rating on him too, then could be good. Surprisingly, having HP on the CB isn't really nearly as potent as defense. Or not, well, I mean, it's similar, but defense is definitely better on CB because his HP based attack. Isn't that what his A1 is? I mean, not his A1, whatever it is, but he's got two main or three main abilities that he does. Aren't they all based on the HP? The demon boss. Because if all of his abilities are based off of the enemy's HP, then having extra HP is just gonna make him hit harder, right? I might I might stop my stream and come back in an hour. Yeah. Although I'm gonna just go check on something to see. 1 second, I'll be right back. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna watch an episode of Game of Thrones right now. So I'll be back in an hour, roughly. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. And if you want to come back when I'm back on in an hour, be cool to see you guys again. All right. Talk to you guys later.